Hi friends, welcome back to Eat Nutritious. Today I am going to give you an idea about how to understand your caloric needs. Take a look at macronutrient breakdown. For adult represent a daily total of 1800 calories in the human diet, which represents to 75 grams of protein, 65 grams of carbohydrate and 140 grams of fat. Intake of an woman. Men report consuming approximately 500 additional total calories on average. The macronutrient breakdown are similar in men and women. This is for who exercise moderately but do not make exercise as a central part of your daily life. Now, coming to carbs, many experts suggest us to consider 100 grams of daily carbohydrate intake to be your upper limit. Even so, most days you are better off keeping daily carbohydrate total between 30 and 17 grams because every gram of carbohydrate you consume but do not use to fuel intense activity must either get stored as a fat or be turned as a fuel. Over years, your hormone and enzyme systems may adjust to facilitate this specialization in ways that lead to insulin resistance. Insulin resistance is a precursor to diabetes and makes it easier to accumulate body fat even if you are a regular exerciser. Try to choose food with complex carbohydrates which takes longer to digest and are more stable source of energy than simple carbohydrates. And so complex carbohydrates pack in more nutrient than simple carbohydrates. They are higher in fiber and digest more slowly. Fiber and starch are two types of complex carbohydrates. Fiber is especially important because it promotes bowel regularity and helps to control cholesterol. Starch is major carbohydrate in human diet. It is found in considerable amounts in dietary staples such as cereals, grains, potatoes and plantains. We find three types of starch. First one, rapidly digestible starch. It is completely digested and absorbed in small intestine. Second one, slowly digestible starch. It is completely digested in small intestine but more slowly. Next one, resistant starch. In this, the starch degradation product that escape digestion in small intestine and become available for fermentation by the microflora in the large intestine. Resistant starch is probiotic in nature and act as a nutraceutical leading to many health benefits. Now protein. Unlike carbohydrate which have no minimum requirement and unlike fat which has no maximum, you need to get enough and not too much. Inadequate protein reduces antioxidant enzyme capacity and stresses the nerves, immune and skeletal system tissues that demand a good deal of protein every day in ways that can lead to mood disorders, allergic problems and osteoporosis. The minimum average daily intake for a woman is 50 grams and for a man 70 grams. When we eat too much protein, our kidneys have to convert the unusable protein into either sugar or fat, which can increase the risk of joint disease called gout. Keep in mind that protein cannot be burned for energy as easily as carbs or fat. In children, the inadequate of proteins leads to malnutrition. Next one, fat. Experts advise getting 60 to 85% of your daily caloric intake from fat. Fat is a source of energy. It is a major building material for our cells, comprising 30 to 80% dry weight of our cell membranes. Fat does not trigger the release of insulin, which promotes weight gain, and also we need fat to be able to absorb most fat soluble nutrients, including vitamins A, D, E, and K. Trans fat are bad fats because it is formed from the chemical process of partially hydrogenating an unsaturated fatty acid may turn cis-shaped fatty acids into trans. Naturally occurring fatty acids contain bonds in a cis configuration. In this configuration, fatty acids are highly flexible, which prevents crystallization, and so the molecules behave as liquids, and also increase the amount of omega 3 fatty acids and limit the amount of omega 6 in your diet. Thank you for watching. Subscribe for more videos.